Hello everyone, it's Emily, and today I want to talk to you about how to know when a plant is definitely ready to be transplanted out of its pot, when a seedling, I should say, is ready to be transplanted out of its pot into the garden. And Exhibit A here, I have a Valencia melon, and this is how I have it labeled, VAL. The first clue should be that this little poor thing that looks like it might be dying, I don't know, but it hasn't grown pretty much at all since it's germinated. And that can give you a clue that that's because there's no room underneath for its roots to grow. The second one is, look how tall this stem is getting, and it's better than today, but yesterday it was rather bent over and looking sad. So it was definitely telling me something, and so I looked at the bottom. Hopefully you can see right there. Can you see those little roots? Once you start seeing roots sticking out of the bottom of your pot, yeah, that means your seedling has become pot bound. It's starting to really grow and it wants to go in the garden. So that's the long and short of it. That's the basic crux of the video, how to figure out when a seedling needs to be transplanted. But if you want to hang with me, I'm going to explain to you how I'm going to prepare the area for this melon, because that's important. It's important to put it in the right kind of soil and all that. So come along with me. I've got my trusty shovel here, and I've also got a box that I'm going to drag along so that I can put the camera on top of so you can watch me. Now let's see if I've got the right key for my squirrel song. It's probably wrong. Alright, now this will be interesting because this area is actually, there's plastic on the ground and then it's covered with mulch because I was trying to keep weeds from growing. I think I kept one area open without plastic, but I'm going to have to dig around and see. Yep, look at there. Plastic bag. That needs to go bye-bye. I need to push it out of the way. Okay, now what I need to do is drop the shovel. Okay. I've got a compost pile that I just noticed a little bit ago. This used to be a huge pile of weeds. I mean, it went like all the way up here or something. I don't know. It was really, really high. And it was a couple of years ago. I had my son weed and he piled them all here, all the weeds here. And now I have compost. So where the bag was, I'm going to dig the dirt a little bit and then fill in with compost. So we have some nice rich soil to start that melon in. Alright, here's where I'm going to transplant the melon into. You see, I've dug the pile there. I've dug some out. Now notice the difference in color between, this is partially amended. I have amended this over a few years with hay and mulch, wood chips, like that, versus the compost. Look, notice how much darker the compost is. That means it's more nutritious and it's also more loamy, meaning it's less water permeable. It'll hold on to water better than our native sandy soil. This is obviously better than our native sandy soil, but it's not as good as the compost. So I've got that shovelful. I'll probably get a couple more shovelfuls to put in that hole. Okay, so we're ready to put in the melon. I'll explain to you why this is here. This is what I'm going to do is I'm going to affix a piece of rebar into the ground, have heavy rocks on either side to hold it down, and then I'm going to tie up some, we have leftover wire clothesline. I'm going to take it from the rebar up to here so that I can gently trellis the melon so it can get off the ground a bit. Anyway, all right, let's go get the melon. Alright, I'm not sure how much you can see there with the camera being there, but I'm putting on my gloves so I don't get dirt in my fingernails. Also, so there's, not a nasty critter hiding that wants to bite or sting me. Alright, I don't know if I'm going to be able to salvage this one or if I want to try. Yeah, probably not. Now I'm taking a chance because, oh look, talking about pot bomb, look at those roots. See? It's ready to come out. Alright, anyway, what I was about to say is I'm taking a risk here because melons easily develop fungal disease, and I am going to spray and hope it works. But this may be the last video you see on this melon. We'll have to see if it actually will grow and not get too sick. I don't know about this guy. There we go. Yeah. I might stick him in the ground somewhere and see if he survives. But this is the one I'm planting. La-di-da. And when you transplant, you kind of loosen up. I mean, the root. This is in coconut coir, in coconut peat, basically. So it's pretty loose already. And then I just surround it with the compost. And of course, I have the compost in a pretty wide area. Got the compost around because it's going to grow big roots, right? So we want to surround it with the compost. I will put some of the native dirt back on it. And then the mulch, I will keep the mulch away from the base of the plant though, because I don't want to encourage fungi. Alright, and then we'll be done. There it is. If you learned something about transplanting your seedlings today, give this video a thumbs up and share it with your gardening friends. Subscribe if you want to get a whole bunch more vegetable gardening tips. I will see you for the next video. In the meantime, happy gardening.